Hi, what's going on guys? It's Almond. Welcome back to another Call of Duty Modern Warfare video. So today's video we're going to be talking about the new LMG, the Fin LMG. It's honestly a really good LMG. The amount of attachments it has, it's so versatile. You can use it as an AR, you can use it as a hip fire machine like on shipment, you can use it in Warzone. So we'll try out different class builds and I'll give like my honest opinion about it. And then we'll also talk about Damascus because I actually got Damascus on it. I had it for like a few hours now, but the thing is I had it done so like when the update dropped, after I finished recording my co-op video, the update dropped and I was still rendering at the time, so I couldn't record. So I was like, alright, I'll just grind or whatever, and I'll just game clip stuff here and there that like some gameplay, and you guys will obviously see that in the background. So just there's some game clips of me from my Xbox of just using the LMG, trying it out with different setups, but mainly the chainsaw setup is what I built it for, because the chainsaw variant, or like the way that you build it, is just really insane. I think that has to be my favorite setup, especially because like it just feels like a minigun essentially, and it gives me like the Juggernaut vibes. So I don't know, I feel like it can compete against the minigun when it comes down to like just pure raw power. But obviously, the Juggernaut's gonna win just because there's a 15 kill streak, and in Warzone too. I mean, it's like a different type of setup. But I mean, for this particular build, I don't think I would use it for Warzone. Like my hipfire chainsaw build, I would probably use it for like more damage range. I would increase the fire rate. For long range, I mean, you can just smack on a VLK 3.0 sight on it, and then put like obviously you can put Commando foregrip, or you can run Merc foregrip. There's multiple setups. There's like people are gonna be talking about multiple setups throughout the few days, especially today since it did drop. I know that there's gonna be like there was a roadmap talking about the new variants and stuff like that, but honestly I don't see that out right now, and I don't see anybody talking about it. I know it's in the roadmap, it talks about the new variants, the new trials and everything like that. I don't see that, but I do see Face Off, the new Verdansk stadium map for Face Off and stuff like that, so you guys can easily have fun on that one. It's basically like how we had that one like farm map, just like on a smaller area. So I mean, if you're trying to grind kills, I would recommend it on there. It's really small, it has tents and stuff like that, so I don't see many people camping them, plus you could shoot through the tents. So I don't know. You guys let me know what you guys think about that Verdansk map. And then finally, I'm gonna get back into the grind because thank God they added shoot the ship. I wasn't gonna play if there wasn't shoot the ship, because honestly, that's the only thing that's good in this game, in my opinion, right now. It's just in a state. This game's in a state for me right now where I'm just like slowly losing interest. But I'm gonna get back on the grind because I do see shoot the ship. So I can at least run around with especially the new LMG. I'm gonna try to get on like the mastery calling cards and on all the emblems quickly as possible, so I can record another video like that and I can post that. But just the way that I record my videos and stuff like that, it just takes me a little bit longer. Like I would have had this content out way earlier, but just because I was rendering a video at the same time, it wouldn't let me record. I don't want my whole like laptop to crash or whatever, anything like that. But overall, let's talk about this LMG. There's multiple attachments. You can increase the fire rate. There's 3 barrels, and on top of that there's another additional barrels on top of that. And you're probably wondering, why does gun have so many barrels? It's because they made it so you can increase the fire rate, which I honestly didn't expect. I expected if you guys see like in the loading screen, Velikan's holding that really long LMG and the belt goes all around him. I thought we were gonna get something like that, but it doesn't seem something like that. I thought it was, or maybe I'm missing an attachment or something, but honestly I don't see how you can do that type of motion. The real only like variant, like I mean, it says belts, like there's a 100-round belt, there's a regular 100-round belt, and the other one just has ADS speed, movement speed, stuff like that. And honestly, it's just, there's so many. I've never seen a gun with so many attachments. It's really crazy. I mean, it has almost the same amount of attachments as the muzzle has, but the only downside is, I guess you can say, to this, but I mean, this gun doesn't have that many downsides from my perspective. There is no like 5 milliwatt laser. The only laser that's on this is a tac laser, and there's no rear grip. I noticed that like straight away. Like most LMGs have rear grips. Like let me see if I can pull one up on my Xbox real quick, and then like pull up the PKM, for example. The PKM has a rear grip, which I honestly was like, oh, this gun doesn't have rear grip. But honestly, I feel like if it had a rear grip, this gun would just be out of hand, because a lot of people put like a stipple grip tape type of deal, and the more sprint to fire that you have on this would just be insane, because like your sprint to fire time would just be like really insane. Match that with the chainsaw stock, with the 100-round belt, with like the the fire rate barrel, like this would be a machine. And especially if there was a 5 milliwatt laser too, like I would be running a 5 milliwatt laser that gives me, I think it's the 5 milliwatt, let me make sure, I'm pretty sure it's the 5 milliwatt laser though, that gives you hip fire and then sprint to fire. Yeah, it's a 5 milliwatt laser, gives you sprint to fire, gives you hip fire. So imagine if that was in here and stipple grip take. I would honestly combine those two and then run a stock. That would be like 3 attachments right there, and then probably like 100 round belt and XRK long shot adverse. So the reason why it's like some of these barrels say adverse, the thing is it's like a regular barrel, like how the other barrels is. It's just modified, so it gives you fire rate. So there's like a base fire rate one. There's I think it gives you a little bit more ability, and then there's the other ones that give you bullet velocity and fire rate, and then there's the other ones that give you damage rate, bullet velocity, and fire rate, and ADS speed and fire rate. Which is honestly, I like this addition of giving us more fire rate, because I missed having that like little attachment that we can put like on old CODs where you can just increase the fire rate of guns, and it gives me that vibe back. So I'm glad that they kind of did something like this, but at the same time is like, for the people in the Warzone meta, like I'm more of a multiplayer guy myself, but when it comes down to the Warzone meta, I don't know how this is gonna be, because people are gonna make different variants. Like I can see people running this as a secondary type of deal and building this shit out of it, like fire rate, just basically having a chainsaw as a secondary, and that would just, that's basically like your MP5 or something like that. But I guess the only downside is your mobility, so you guys can't move around as much. You're like a mini Juggernaut in a way. So I can see what people would do. I feel like a lot of people are gonna build this, so instead of the fire rate, they'll just put the highest barrel, monolithic suppressor, just like a regular Bruin type setup. Get rid of the tac laser. I mean, some people might actually run the tac laser. So my general setup would probably, like for Warzone, monolithic suppressor, XRK long shot advantage, then VOK 3.0 optic, and then maybe like a commando foregrip or something underneath with the tac laser. That would just be like a general setup. But I don't know, you guys let me know what variants or like what different types of setups you guys are running for the Fin LMG. It actually caught me by surprise with the amount of attachments you could put on here, because I thought it was just gonna be a basic Bruin type setup. But nah, I didn't expect like a whole chainsaw setup, and yeah, it brings back old vibes. So I'm glad they kind of added this. So let's get into the little challenges before I end off this video. So for all the attachments and stuff, or like all the like camos, you guys have to get 525 kills, easy shipment. Most of these challenges for sure you guys can do on shipment, shoot house. I wouldn't stress about it too much. Same thing with the headshot, 75, not too bad. Crouching is not bad either. Hip fire, 45 hip fires. You guys you run a chainsaw setup and just literally hip fire everybody. It's gonna be insane, especially on hardcore. 45 long shots you guys can do on shoot house, and you guys can match that with the mounted, combine those. So I did this roughly really quickly. I just didn't get time to record it because my whole rendering process and everything. I think even today's video, or whenever you guys are seeing this, this might be a double upload, or it might be scheduled for the next day. Basically my video I think came out like a little bit late because I had to wait for the rendering and everything like that, so it's whatever. Yeah, so mounted kills, and then get your using an all attachment. Like all these challenges are not hard. I feel like after experiencing Damascus for so long, it's not hard. It's basically shipment shoot house, like the best way, and I'm glad that they added that. So yeah, all these 3 kills without dying, no attachment, double kills. Yeah, you guys can easily finish in shipment. I wouldn't stress this out too much. But yeah, so let's get into the camos, and then we'll have to see end it off over there. And I don't know if I'm gonna go for obsidian yet. I'll definitely go for the mastery emblems and calling cards, just because this is like my time now to start working on it again. I'm at 160 if you guys didn't know, so we'll see if I unlock it, but this is gonna bring me another step closer. So this is how gold looks. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a chainsaw variant in the background, just so you guys can see how it looks on the chainsaw variant. I mean, yes, there's a little you can put on the base variant and everything like that, but I feel like for me personally, I really like the chainsaw variant, so I'm gonna showcase it on that. And you guys can obviously see how it looks and everything like that. So that's my opinion. I mean, sure, if you guys want me to, I can do another video putting on different attachments and stuff like that, and just showing it off that way. But for sure, I'll also show my like best class setup for me personally when I'm running this, but you guys will obviously already seen it in the background, but I'll showcase it after this one more time. But this is how gold looks. Gold, honestly, I wish it went on top of like the handles and stuff like that for the chainsaw where you hold it, but instead it's on the back. But is what it is. That's how gold looks. Pretty decent as always. Platinum for sure. I think platinum looks fresh on here. You guys wouldn't be seeing platinum in any of my clips earlier of me showing off gameplay of it, because I was still grinding the camos essentially, so you guys didn't see that. But platinum looks really sick, for sure. And then I know for sure like they're gonna add like tracer rounds on this definitely, because it'll make people want to buy it. So they're forcing a meta change in my opinion. So that's the platinum one, and then we have Damascus as always. Looks pretty clean. I really like how Damascus looks on this chainsaw. I say chainsaw a lot, but you guys already know it's the Fin LMG, which is a weird name for this LMG, but I'm not gonna bother it. But I didn't buy the bundle. There was no real reason to. I'm saving my COD points either for the next COD, or if there's another battle pass or something that catches my eye. I really just hope Ronin gets like a samurai skin, just because it was in the trailer for like a measly second. A lot of people have been talking about it. But if he does get it, I'm for sure gonna buy it. Other than that, I'm just gonna keep saving my COD points so something catches my eyes. But yeah, that's how Damascus looks and everything like that. Obsidian, I'm still going for, so we'll see if we go for it. And then obviously for my class setup, this is my personal setup. For like multiplayer, I guess you guys can obviously change this if you guys are for Warzone. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, just monolithic suppressor. Don't run the adverse barrel. I mean, you could, but I feel like the recoil control is gonna mess a lot of people up. But I would run the XRK long shot advantage, probably like a VLK 3.0, and then obviously the under barrel I would probably run like maybe a Merc foregrip or Commando foregrip, and then either run, let's see, that's 3 attachments right there. Actually, instead of running an underbarrel, probably just run a ammunition instead, maybe like a 100-round mag just regularly instead of the 100-round belt fed, because your damage range can be fall off a bit, and then run a tag laser. That would be my general setup for Warzone. But for multiplayer, this has to be my favorite class setup. I'm probably gonna be running it a little bit more. The XRK long shot adverse, because the the extra fire rate, especially, and plus with the damage range. Tag laser, and then the 100-round belt. With the CT rounds, so extra movement speed and everything like that, and sleight of hand. Just because honestly, I don't see another attachment to run. I mean, you can't. There's no point of running an optic, because what the chainsaw does, it basically removes the point of ADSing. So there's no point of me running like a sniper scope or anything. And none of this really matters to me. I mean, I could put on a 3.0 sight, but honestly, I feel like the sleight of hand just comes in a little bit clean. So yeah, and then with the chainsaw stock. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you do leave a like on this video. Make sure you do subscribe. I'll try to push out more content throughout the few coming days, and talking about the new updates and everything like that, giving my opinions, my best stuff. And a lot of people have been asking me, is the God mode glitch patched? From what I seen, I did talk about it in my previous video, but I didn't, obviously my game didn't update at the time. But from what I see, I think it's patched. I'll see if there's another way. I'll contact some of my friends and stuff like that if they know any other strats, because usually whenever there's one patch, there's another barrier open type of deal. So if there is another one that's open, I'll for sure record a video about it and let everybody know. But if you guys still want to know what's the best way to level up this gun, I do have a co-op video in the description. It's just how to level up. It's just basic setup, and you guys can still do that way, just you guys can't go God mode. But I mean, I didn't go God mode when I leveled this up. It's pretty straightforward. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Enough of me talking. Make sure you do leave a like on this video. Make sure you do subscribe. We're at 400 subs, so thank you for that. That was like one of the best birthday gifts ever. And let's see if we can reach 410. Let's see if we can reach 410 or 415, something around there. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Peace out, guys.